Hey guys, it's been a minute since I last posted. Not much really happened. I've basically just had to send my camera, which is the FX30, into repair. And during that time, I've basically just been focusing on client shoots or also just editing client work and stuff like that. But yeah, that basically paused content creation for a little bit. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the intro. As you saw with the POV shot, today we'll be talking about the Shimbol Memory I Pro. This is a 2000 nit touchscreen monitor, which I've been using for a couple of months and is definitely one of my favorite monitors at the moment. This monitor's been amazing to work with since I've received it, and even on sunny days, I've literally had no issues because of the fact that it's 2000 nits. It's super bright. And especially comparing to my older monitors, they were only, I believe, like 500 to 1000 nits, and because of that I've had to use like a sun hood for them for me to see what I'm looking at basically. But yeah, let me show you guys what else this monitor comes with. So the monitor comes with a glass protector, which I put on it straight away, an HDMI cable, an SDI cable, which is great when I use this monitor with my FS7, a monitor mount, and on the monitor itself it has function buttons, HDMI in and out, headphone jack, a DC in, and then on the back there's also an SDI in and out, the fans, and then also the NPF battery mount. Finally, the monitor also comes with a 32GB SD card, as this does allow recording up to 1080p, but we'll talk more about that in a sec. And so how do I use it? Well, the main reasons why I'd want an external monitor anyway is so I can see what I'm filming on the bigger screen. The on-camera screen is definitely good enough for smaller shoots, smaller productions, or on shoots where you'd have to be quite low-key. But for longer and bigger productions, I do tend to rig up my camera, which basically means having a monitor is essential in my use case. But using a bigger monitor does make manual focusing easier, especially when I'm manual focusing with my Cine lens. The monitor does come with other tools as well, which takes me to its functionalities. So as I mentioned earlier, the Shimbol Memory I Pro has two function buttons, which I've currently got assigned for focus peaking and zoom. When I toggle the zoom, you can actually use a touchscreen to pinch in and out of the monitor to check focus. I did consider assigning false colors to one of the function buttons, but it's something that I only really used when I'm setting up a scene, so I didn't feel like I needed to assign it. And from there we can go into the menus. So in the scopes menu, I actually use the histogram quite a lot, but you have other tools there as well, such as waveform, RGB parade, and vectorscopes. In the marker menu, I normally have the grids turned on. You can also find the markers where you can check if your scene fits into a 9:16 aspect ratio or even 4:3. But there are other features here as well, such as the anamorphic D-squeeze, which I haven't really had the opportunity to try yet. The focus menu is pretty much assigned to my function buttons, but here you can change things like the peaking settings. The exposure menu is where you'll find the false colors, zebras, and monochrome. And then the color menu is where you can find your LUTs, and you can import them via the SD card. But I believe this already had a few conversion LUTs in it, including S-Log3, which I turn on occasionally to double check exposure. Then in the cogwheel we have monitor display settings where you can change things like contrast and saturation, but I think I've just left this alone. Then there's the record menu where you can change what type of recording you want from the monitor. I've not had to use this yet, but I will be very soon to get a 1080p recording of my camera settings for my FX30. Then settings is where you can change the backlight or basically the brightness of the monitor. You can also find the fan settings here. I do find the monitor does get hot, but the fan doesn't really get that loud. Then you got function where you can set what the two function buttons can do. So yeah, as I mentioned, this monitor does have recording capabilities up to 1080p, but I haven't really had the chance to use it yet. But I do know that this monitor can record 25 frames, 1080p of up to 10 hours, I believe. I think it is non-stop recording. So would I recommend this monitor? Absolutely. This monitor has all the functions most monitors come with, and it actually is quite good quality. The false colors is pretty good quality as well. And I think one of the biggest selling points is the brightness. The fact that it's 2000 nits is actually so helpful. I've not had any issues filming outside with it at all. So the Memory I Pro retails at around $500, but it does have another version which is just called the Memory I, and that one is HDMI only. So if that one is better for you, I would go with that one. So that's it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Now that I have my camera back, I will be posting a lot more, especially on socials like TikTok and Instagram. In YouTube, I'll also be posting around once or twice a week, maybe more. But yeah, the content I'll be posting will probably be around color grading, tutorials, reviews like this one right here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.